When Logan Smith picked up his goggles, he was just doing it for the exercise. He did not expect later to get national competitions, 4 high school records, and a full college scholarship.
I started at a little summer team out in Hummelstown, actually where I lived before I moved here, called Hummelstown Swim Team, and then kind of went on from there.
Smith had joined the team as a way to exercise throughout the summer, not thinking that it would have a huge impact on his college career. After moving to Lebanon at around 10 or 11, he joined a year-round swim team. Smith's worst stroke was breaststroke, which he currently holds school records for.
I never had the talent of swimming. As I kind of grew up, I kind of decided that, hey, this is what I want to do. So I started working a lot harder than what you would say the typical kid would at my age. It wasn't really ever a gift because I never was natural in the water. So I actually started working a lot harder, probably around the age 10 or 11.
With his mom as a swim coach, Smith attended to 2-a-day practices, striving to improve his strokes. His hard work paid off at 14, going to the YMCA Nationals and placing 54th. Freshman year, he went to high school districts, placing 1st. Since then, he has gone to many district meets as well as state meets with accomplishments there too, some of which being 1st in sophomore districts and 3rd at states. He has broken 4 school records in the past 2 years. He has placed top 5 in every event entered in a meet.
The most rewarding part is getting up on that podium after your competition and seeing like, hey, I worked here and I worked the hardest I possibly could to get where I am today. And seeing the meets continuously get harder and harder and harder and pushing myself to actually get up on that podium at every meet I go to.
Since the beginning of the pandemic, the pools have been shut down for COVID-19. So throughout the summer, he had to practice in his own backyard.
Thing got closed down. It affected it tremendously. I actually was lucky that it happened kind of the beginning of summer. I started training in my backyard pool. I created a little bungee system and was training with one of my best friends since I was little in my backyard pool. And then even though we were doing that, as soon as we got to get back in with my club team, it felt like I didn't know what I was doing. I felt like I was a little 8-year-old trying to learn how to swim.
His mom, Dawn Smith, was also a fast swimmer. She went to 2 high school state meets, 5 YMCA state meets, and went to nationals from 13 all the way until her senior year of high school when she was 18.
For me, one of the most difficult parts was definitely finding the motivation every day to get up and do those 2-a-days, get up and do the practice and give the practice 100% all the time. Because there are definitely those days with every sport that you just want to slack off and not give it your all. But it's finding that mental strength to say, hey, I do this today and it's going to further me in my career.
Smith plans to see what he can accomplish in postseason meets. He hopes to get to high school states and YMCA nationals.